let's hope. So I don't actually have like an outline for this video. Normally, whenever I make a video, I always know what it's going to be about, what I'm going to say, or like kind of like I kind of know what I have like an idea of what I'm going to say. This one I don't. I'm just going to talk, because I think that's one of the things that I do best. So if you want to listen to me talk, then you can not click off the video, because that'd be pretty cool if you were to listen to me talk. Because you know what, I want to okay, I have like an idea for how I want my videos to be. I want them to be like Trisha Paytas' old YouTube videos, because those are so cool and so funny and so amazing, and like I love it. She's a very problematic person, don't get me wrong, and I love all like what she talks about. And another very problematic person, I don't really support any of them. Ethel Kane, her YouTube videos, when they were up, she would just talk, and I loved watching that because it was just so nice to just hear another human being talk. Because, don't get me wrong, I love commentary videos and like gaming videos and like blah 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 blah, all that stuff. But I think something that we need in content creation when we're consuming content is just to hear another person talk. Because, like, it's just, so I'm gonna keep looking off the side because I hate looking at myself in the camera. And I don't want to look, or I hate looking at myself when I'm filming the video, and I feel like I would look weird like looking at the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking off the side. If that annoys you, I'm sorry, but you gotta deal with it. But what I was saying is, like, I think what we need is like to hear people talk, because like it's just, I feel like it's just like it's good for us. And like when I just like watch those videos of people just talking and talking and talking, like there's no editing, they're just talking, it's so nice. It just makes me feel so nice, and I just feel like this is what life is about. Like, I love having conversations with people and just talking back and forth with them, like without looking at our phones, without showing each other things, just talking with somebody. That's what I live for. That's what I love. And honestly, you know what? I'm so glad about the new phone law that's in my state. It because last year, I'm in middle school, we would be able to go on our phones during lunch. This year we can't, because the phone law like prohibits students from going on their phone during school hours. And I love just talking to people. It's so much fun. And I think, sorry, I had a burp, but like you can hear it. And I think honestly, I developed that like interest and like the longing to just talk to somebody when I was in the hospital, because all I could do was talk to people. I mean, yes, I had group therapy and rec therapy, but realistically, all I was doing was talking to people. I would talk to the techs, I would talk to other patients, I would talk to the doctors and the nurses, and I was just talking. And I realized, this is so nice. I love talking, and sorry, I'm like tearing up, but I think I was just missing so much of that before I went to the hospital, and it's just so nice. And I just love that feeling of somebody actually listening to you, and like you know they're listening to you and they're paying attention to you. I just think it's so beautiful, and I just want my videos to be like that for somebody else, you know, like to be like that kind of that outlet for somebody else to just listen, and like just to have somebody like just to talk, because I know I love listening as much as I love talking. And I think listening to somebody talk is just so beautiful as well, because like you're just getting to know them just as a person, and like they're telling you these things that like they care about, and they're sharing parts of themselves with you, and that's just so beautiful. And I don't think anybody like actually appreciates that or recognizes that. And it's like, why don't we? You know, why don't we appreciate the fact that we share parts of ourselves with each other? That we're being vulnerable by sharing our stories and ourselves with each other. Why doesn't nobody notice that? And I just think it's so beautiful, but it just goes unrecognized. And it's like a really long intro to this video, but I just need to get my feelings out, because realistically I have nobody except for you to talk to, because I don't really have any friends at my school. I have friends, But I don't really think any of them like me because I go to a different school than them and we don't talk ever. And honestly, it's really hard to consider them my friend when I haven't talked to them in months. I don't know what they're doing, I don't know what they're up to, I don't even know their favorite, like, color anymore. We just haven't talked in so long, and I miss that. I miss our friendships, and I miss... It sounds so annoying right now. My voice is, like, breaking, and it sounds so annoying. But, oh, that was so gross. I sniffled. I don't know if you heard that. Ooh, it's disgusting. But, and my one friend at my school, he's in 8th grade, I'm in 9th grade, so we don't have any class together, we don't have lunch together, none of that. And it's so sad. Because he's the only person that I actually enjoy talking to at that school. Everybody else there is so annoying. God, I know I'm just talking about like, oh, it's so beautiful that like we like express ourselves and share with each other, but sometimes I don't want other people to share themselves with me because I just don't like them. Like, the people in my school are just so annoying. But I'm not here to spread hate. I'm not here to talk bad about anybody. I want to get my opinions and my views of what's going on around me out. I don't really know how to like transition into what I want to talk about. I don't even know what I want to talk about actually. But yeah. Gosh, what do I talk about? Well, first off, I guess I could talk about school. I don't want to talk about school actually, because I don't like school and I don't like anybody there except my one friend. I hope he doesn't watch my videos, because my videos are honestly so boring and so cringy and corny. But if he does, if you're watching this right now, hi. I hope he knows who he is. I'm not gonna name names, but sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna cut that out actually because it's me being me. My girlfriend told me my videos are boring because I don't edit them and I'm just talking. But you know what? Like, that's how I express myself. You know, like, this is truly me. Like, these videos are parts of my personality. And they are. They're like little itty bitty pieces of me that I feel like I'm taking outside of my body and putting them out into the world. And I wish more people did that. I see everybody consuming and consuming and consuming all the time, but when are you creating? You know, like, you gotta put yourself out there and be yourself. Like, share yourself with other people. It's so, what's the word? It just makes me feel so good when I express myself and when I share myself. So, like, gratifying? No, that's not a word. I don't know the word, but I'm sure if, like, you know what I'm talking about, then you might know the word. But it's just, like, it's so beautiful. And I just, like, I love everything. I don't love everything. I have to sneeze, actually, right now. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those sneezes that, like, you're like, oh my god, I have to sneeze, but, like, you never actually sneeze. So we just, okay. I don't know how to sneeze anymore. But I was just watching a movie, and honestly, it was kind of weird. I can't say the name, I think, on YouTube, or else my video would get, like, banned or something. But it was just so odd. Like, but in a really bad way, and I was like, this is so weird. It was about, suicide. I don't know if you can, I'm not gonna, like, put text on screen or anything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're just not gonna know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Which I have personal experience with. I hate talking about it, and I hate being vulnerable with people. But, like, it was just so weird. And such, like, a misrepresentation of, like, actual depression, like, and, like, stuff that people go through. And I saw it, and I was like, I'm sure people feel like this. There's, like, everybody feels different. Nobody has ever felt the exact same way. Like, people might have gone through similar situations, or like maybe in the exact same situation, but they've never felt the exact same about it. So maybe there is somebody that out there that relates to that movie, but to me it was just like such bad representation, and I was like, this is so odd. And the way they represented and the way like they show mental hospitals makes them seem terrible, and there are some terrible mental hospitals out there. But there are also really good ones, which fortunately I went to, and honestly, I think I felt most myself in the hospital because nobody there was judging me. So I was free to express myself however I wanted to, which I love. And I wish society was like that. I wish people, I'm gonna start crying again, but I wish people recognize that we're all going through different things, and like, we should all be able to express ourselves the way we want to. And I know I sound really hypocritical right now because I was just talking about how the kids in my class are so annoying, like not even 5 minutes ago, but like, I wish we were all kinder to each other. There's so much, this world is filled with so much hate. I can't go online without seeing somebody be hateful. I can't go outside without seeing somebody be hateful. And it just breaks my heart. Because why do we all hate each other? Like, I don't believe in God, but we were all put on this earth for a reason. And I think it's, being alive is so beautiful, because like you know, it literally is a race to be alive, because of the sperm race to the egg, and like, you are so lucky to have been born. And I know some people don't feel lucky to have been born because they come from like really shitty, like a really shitty household, or they struggle with their emotions like me, or like have like what's it called? I don't remember. It happens to me where like the chemicals in my brain are messed up, and like I don't produce all like the happy chemicals that I should, so I end up producing more sad chemicals than I need to. But honestly, I think I'm so emotional because I'm gonna start my period soon. But being alive is so beautiful, and I don't think everybody really appreciates it as much as it should be appreciated. And I know it's hard to. I know. It is so hard to appreciate being alive when so much bad stuff is happening all the time. Like, even like the little stuff. Like, I dropped my phone on the floor. Like, when you're having a bad day, or like when you just struggle with so much and like something little happens, it feels like the end of the world. And I know life really sucks like almost all the time, but I think we should appreciate it for what it is, because there's so much bad stuff happening in the world right now. Like all the wars and the prejudice and like oppression, and like the world is so terrible, and I hate it. But I do think that we could make people's lives at least a little bit better if we were all just kind to each other. And I hate that nobody is kind anymore. Like, there's so much bad stuff that happens in the world, and I know it makes me not want to be kind, and it makes me feel like shit every single day, and it makes me not want to get out of bed, because it's just like, if this is all happening in the world, then what's the point? You know? Like, there's people starving, there's people being abused, there's people going through so much terrible stuff, and it's just like, if all that is happening, why does anything matter? Like, what's really the point of being alive if all that is happening in the world that I'm alive in? But I think we really need to push those thoughts out the window, which I know is hard. Okay, I've had to go through so much therapy to actually even treat myself with a little bit of kindness and to have more positive thoughts. I've been going to therapy since I was in like kindergarten, so Trust me, I know it's hard. Especially if you don't have, like, resources, or, like, if you can't afford therapy, or, like, anything like that. It's hard to think, like, positively when, like, if you just haven't, I don't know, I can't get my words out, but I hope you kind of understand what I'm saying. Sorry about I spit, that was so gross. Sorry about my sniffling, I don't know if you can hear it. My nose is so stuffy, and I don't have any tissues near me. And I hate the sound of me, when someone, like, blows their nose into a tissue. I hate that sound, so I don't want to blow my nose into a tissue in case you guys hear it, and, like, you guys hear that sound too. But what I'm trying to say is, like, why aren't we kind to each other? What is the point of hating on each other? What is the point of being racist, of being homophobic, of being ableist, of being transphobic, of being sexist? Like, why? I know you can hide behind your religion, but in all honesty, if you believe in any kind of God, why would your God want you to hate somebody? That is just so terrible. Especially if what they're doing doesn't affect you, then what is going through your mind to be so hateful? I just genuinely, like, hurts me, because, like, what are you doing with your life that you're hating on somebody for something they can't control and something that doesn't affect you? You hate that person because their skin is darker than you? Burp. Like, take a minute and really think about that. Are you stupid? Because their skin color, because they have more melanin than you don't like them. And I could talk about this for hours, of all the racism that just goes, like, unnoticed. Like, racism is just so normalized now, and I don't understand it. Like, honestly, we were, like, in, like, 2019, 2018, how people were so homophobic, people were so sexist, people were so racist, but we, as a society, are so much more hateful now than we were before. And I think it's because of COVID, because nobody saw each other, and we all just hid behind our screens, and people realized, wait, I can just say whatever I want, and there's no consequences. I mean, yeah, like, if you're posting your face and you say a slur, and, like, if you're filming a video with your face in it or you say a slur you can't reclaim, there's gonna be consequences for that. Like, you're not gonna get a job, like, you're not gonna go to college. But, like, realistically, there's just no consequences for anything online, and I hate that. As much as I love the internet and social media, because people express themselves, and I find inspiration, and, like, you can find, like, people there to connect with, and, like, there's so much love that's spread on social media. There's just as much hate, and even more hate, actually, which I don't like. And it's just so hard to see that every day, which, especially because I'm so impressionable, like, I don't know if I use that word right, but, like, I'm a young girl, okay? I don't know everything about everything, and some things stick to me. Like, this hurts my heart so much. I remember playing Among Us in 2020 with my brother, and somebody in the chat said, this is so corny, but they said, hippity hoppity, women are my property, and that just sticks with me, because how can you say that and not realize how wrong it is? Because, like, what is wrong with you? And it just hurts me, because I'm sorry, I can't control how emotional I am right now. I think I'm just getting my period soon, because sometimes I can talk about stuff like this and I'll have like a straight face and like I don't really feel any emotions towards it. But right now I just feel so emotional and like why would you say that and not realize how wrong it is? It's just like I'm probably gonna end this video soon because I'm crying so much and I need to take a break, but I just want to know, like, why? Why do people think this way? Why do people think that's okay to say? Why do people think that they are better than others for stupid things? Like, you're not better than me because you have a penis. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. You're not better than me because you are attracted to the opposite gender. And I'm not. Just like, why? Sorry about stuff like my nose like gently hurts from how stuffy it is, but why as a society are we like this? Like, sorry, I just saw a bird fly by my window and I'm just thinking like the world is so beautiful and like we ruined it, you know? Like, think about like Antarctica, I think, and like all the polar bears and how they're going extinct because of all like the ice caps or whatever, and like the glaciers, they're all melting and these polar bears like don't have a good environment to live in anymore, and we did that because what, we want oil? Are you serious? Why as a society did we, I think governments are great, I'm gonna be honest, like if a government is done correctly and the right people are in power, I think a government can be amazing. But sorry, I'm gonna start running now. But like the way we've done it, I feel like it's just terrible. Because I mean, think about North Korea. Like their government is just so terrible, and like the people there, I don't even know how to word what I want to say. I literally did just say I don't have any tissues around me, but I do actually. It's a whole big box of tissues. Okay, but anyways, I just threw the tissue in the trash. I like bent over and I don't want you to think I'm throwing it on the floor. But it's just like we ruined our earth. We ruined our planet. And maybe a god did create it. Maybe just science. I don't know the scientific explanation of how the earth is there. I don't even know if there is a scientific explanation for how the earth exists. I'm a young girl, okay? I don't want to say my age, but I mean, you can look at me and tell I'm practically a baby. But I just feel like I'm so disappointed in people because why? You know, like I think I need to like go into like psychology or something when I'm in college because I'm just so fascinated with like why do people think, with the fact that some people think that they're better than others, and I just don't understand it. It just makes me so sad because it's like we're all, I believe in equity, not equality. I mean, I think equality is great as a concept, or like whatever. I don't even know what I just said. But equality is like giving everybody the same thing, but equity is giving everybody something that they deserve or something that they need. Yeah. Equity is giving everybody everything that they need, but equality is giving everybody all the same thing. There's a great picture I saw on Pinterest about it, where it's like basically these three men that are all different heights and they're trying to watch a baseball game from over this like brick wall. Equality would be giving all of them like one box to stand on, or like, yeah, one box to stand on, but then the taller guy is going to be able to see, but the shorter guy isn't. And then equity would be giving the shorter guy 3 boxes, the medium guy 2 boxes, and the tall guy 1 box to stand on. So that they can all see, you know? But I need to end the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We won't make a part 2 of this, but I am so emotional and I cannot continue talking about this. But I just want to say, like, you know what? No, I'm not going to say anything more. This is what you get. I'm going to start crying again, and I don't want to cry on camera for like a 5th time. So, goodbye. Sorry, this is so short. Goodbye.